Hey guys, what is going on? It is DaBoki here once again, and it's time for another MapleStory video. I'm here on my Mercedes, Mr. DaBoking, and I wanted to go ahead and do some bossing with him. I had an urge to play him, so I thought I'd go ahead and get on, transfer over some equips, and do some chaos Zakum. So that is what we're doing right now. And don't mind the flashy, obnoxious, annoying numbers. Apparently that's the springtime, I believe, springtime skin for the damage numbers, and I got it from an event a while back. I believe it was the attendance check, and I don't think there's a way to turn it off, so I'm kind of stuck with it. But it's very flashy and bright, kind of makes you feel like you're in a land of rainbows all the time. But anyways, so yeah, doing some chaos Zakum, very cool. So I wanted to go in and take this time to share some things with you guys. I've been reading a book, and this book is actually required for my job. It's called The Pragmatic Programmer, and it just pretty much tells you how to become a better programmer, making better choices when you're developing software and writing code, and it just rounds you into a better software developer in general. So there's some really interesting stuff in that book that kind of sparked my noodle a little bit, and I wanted to go and share with you guys. But you know, it's kind of interesting because I think I talked about this a long time ago. Because this theory came up when I was taking my criminal justice courses. And for some of you guys that don't know, I used to be a criminal justice major. I wanted to be a police officer, but then I took a huge turn and started developing software and majored in computer science. But that's a whole nother story, so we're not going to get into that. But anyways, the theory is called the broken window theory, and it's actually very relevant in everything that we do, and it's very interesting. So this broken window theory is that this starts with one broken window to start all your problems, and it's very interesting because the policing world really likes to use this example is that you have a building, and on the building you have one small broken window, and you leave it there. You don't fix that broken window, but then you just leave it there for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden another window breaks next to it, and then you have some graffiti that happens on the building, walls start breaking down, trash and litter around the place, and it just looks like the building is really abandoned. You know, it really starts disintegrating the building. But not only that, but that building starts affecting other buildings around it, and then the whole town and the city, and then maybe the whole world. So you know, it's kind of really exaggerating the point, but the point is that that one small broken window really brought down the value of the whole thing. Even though it looked like a small little problem and it was really insignificant, and it just feel like it didn't need to be fixed, it really brought a whole bunch of other problems with it. So really quick, how this relates to my coding book is that they're just trying to tell you that in your code, when you're writing code and you see little bugs in it, and you just feel like, oh, I can put that off for later, I don't need to fix it, and then it really comes back with force. You know, you just see a whole bunch of bigger problems that were formed from this smaller problem. So when I was reading this, I was kind of relating this to life and how we deal with a lot of these little small problems. They come into our lives and we just brush them off because we think we have bigger problems in life, we don't have to worry about those ones. And this is exactly like the broken window theory, you see, because people negate those really small problems that they think it's small in their head because they have bigger things that they need to do. And this is why children get neglected from parents, or relationships start to go really downhill, and things like that. I mean, these are things that could be really resolved if the smaller problems were taken care of, but we really try to prioritize our problems in life. And it's very interesting because we think that we know the priorities of our problems, but really all of our problems should be somewhat at the same level, and we should all deal with them accordingly. So for you guys that are having problems out there and you think it's just so small, it doesn't matter, no one will care, don't ignore it. Share it with someone, share all your problems with somebody, and really just talk about your problems, because it just starts with that one small broken window that can escalate to a lot of nastier things. Bigger problems that could have been avoided if you just took care of your smaller one. And the broken window theory is very real. I mean, I know probably a lot of you guys have seen those abandoned type of buildings that just look like zombie koalas are living in there, ready to eat your heartstrolls all up. It's very interesting because that building probably just started with one small broken window, and people started breaking other windows because they thought it was abandoned, and why not? So don't let yourself become that disgusting, nasty, smelly, abandoned building, and fix your broken windows. I mean, but seriously, if I broke a window in my house, I would definitely notice it. I don't know what they're talking about. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been DaBoki. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.